My name is Paul Hutzli. I come from Geneva. In my practice, I use different mediums like, for example, painting, drawing, paper-maché, everyday objects, and sometimes it can also be very different mediums. Like, for example, I wrote a rap song recently, which was part of an installation. In my practice, I think there are different processes that are cohabiting. I am constantly doing research. That's something that is always going on. But a subject that was very important to me was the Carnivalesque. I wrote my thesis on the Carnival of Basel. And I was very interested in excess and chaos and how those are confronted to institutions and rules. For the residency at Ujazdowski, I am researching on the Frankfurt School, which is a German school of philosophers where you could find writers like Adorno, Walter Benjamin, Horkheimer, Bertolt Brecht. And I'm very interested in them because of this notion of aesthetics and politics. And next to it, there's also my, let's say, artistic production, where I'm going to have different steps. First step is going to be experimentation, where I'm going to try out different forms, different colors, and just trying stuff out, and ideally having fun. And after this process, there's going to be maybe artworks that are going to be interesting like this, that are going to be more spontaneous. But sometimes they are total failures. The works that I think are more interesting go through a second step. Ideally, sometimes I rediscover the failure later and I find what was interesting in it and I make a maybe more finished work out of that. So an example of this I did 4 years ago, a paper-maché chair that I found at the art school where I was studying. Those chairs are often very similar and very, very strong. People recognize them. And I did not really understand what was interesting about this. So I just tossed it away. But then I started a few years later to work as a visual arts teacher. So I noticed that the students would reclaim those chairs by engraving them, writing things on them, putting stickers on them. And I think that's something that is also linked to what I was talking about with excess being confronted to institutions and rules. And I think this tension was very present in those chairs. So I made a series which consists of paper-maché chairs that are painted as trompe-l'œil. And they are also accompanied by a rap song, which I wrote and sing.
Je respecte rien comme le capitalisme, mais j'échoue doucement dans mon radicalisme.
So then there is a third part of the process, which happens if I have the possibility of exhibiting. I also like to work with the space. So for example, for my first solo exhibition, I did a white cube out of paper-maché. So the idea was to turn out the lights of the exhibition space and build a white cube of paper-maché with its own lighting. Inside there is an exhibition, and outside you could see the paper-maché walls. And you could see an exhibition with drawings and sculptures and videos inside. So it was also about the notion of inversion of the white cube, but a bit like the chair who give to the students, tell them where to be in space. Working with the white cube this way was also a way to work with the spectator and the space.